Oh, right. Any good Chinese restaurants in Stratford? No. Okay, fine. Next. So, I'm into Chinese food a bit. You into Chinese food? Yeah. Yeah. Well, sort of. I don't know, really. Are you? Well, I don't know. Go on, you answer him. I'm not answering him now. Go on, you like Chinese food, or you did? Well, I don't know. Go on. No, I'm not saying anything. I'm from Warwick. I'm not saying anything. Anybody from Warwick? Super place. Sorry. No, I'm really into Chinese food. Just this, see if you associate with this. Whenever you go into a Chinese restaurant, right, you're always mob-handed for a start, and there's always like about 12 of you going. You hardly ever go in singles or pairs. It's always 12. And you sit down, right, and the waiter comes up, right, and Chinese waiters are always in a hurry. You know, what do you want? Well, I'd like a menu. Oh, bloody menu. And you've got to order straight away, haven't you? I mean, like, they don't walk away and leave you to order. They stand and they hover, don't you? What do you want? I don't know. Anything. Just order anything. 12 of anything. Get them away. And you daren't ask them anything. They're so crotchety, aren't they? Excuse me. Go on, ask him about the special. This special fried rice, is there any chicken in that? Oh, chicken, yeah. Is there any prawn? Prawn, yeah. Prawn, chicken, yeah. Is there any water chestnut? Water chestnut, yeah. Is there any cement in it? Cement, yeah. So he takes the order, and then he walks away from the table. Now, the very second that he walks away from the table, guaranteed one of your clowns will impersonate a Chinese waiter. As soon as he walks away, as if he's bloody deaf. He gets it every night of his life. He's fed up to the teeth with it. What do you think he does? He walks straight to the kitchen, piddles in the soup. It's your own fault. Oh, dear. Actually, I'm off to Hong Kong later in the year. And thousands of Chinese restaurants there. Oh, you've got to give it to them. They don't miss a trick, do they? And it's the second time I'm going. The first time I went, I had a remarkable meal. And because Hong Kong is a remarkable place, there's no two ways about it. It's one of the most crowded places I have ever seen. I mean, you can imagine Oxford Street in London on Christmas Eve. That's Hong Kong, 3 a.m. Sunday morning. No matter what time of day, you just bump into people. Oh, you can't help. Beg your pardon. Sorry, I'm sorry. Did I tread on you? I don't think you tread on me. An hour of that, you think, stuff this, you know. You buy an umbrella and sharpen the end, you know, like, out the bloody road. Come on. And when I got there, I was doing a couple of shows, you see, and the promoter was an English fella. And he said to me, is there anything you'd like, in particular, while you're in Hong Kong? Anything we can do for you? And I said, yes, there is, yes. I said, I'm really into Chinese food. I said, I would love an ethnic Chinese meal in an ethnic Chinese restaurant, you know, like the Chinese have. None of this Europeanised gunk we get, but like an ethnic Chinese meal. And he went, that's easy. He said, there's hundreds of them. He said, we'll go tomorrow night. He said, we'll go down to the Kennedy Town area. There's a couple of good ones there. We'll use one of them. I said, great. So the next night came along, and he got me a car to drive in Hong Kong, a hire car, which is easier said than done, I tell you. I mean, it's survival of the fittest in Hong Kong. I mean, there's two speeds, 100 mile an hour and stop. That is it. It's the land of the headless car driver. Because every car you see, all you can see is a pair of hands on the steering wheel. And they've got traffic lights, but they just change colour. That's all they do. Nobody takes a blind bit of notice of the damn things, you know, which is really scary when you don't know that, you know, because, like, I got to Hong Kong and I had to get to my hotel from the airport, so I took a taxi, and I didn't know anything about driving in Hong Kong, and I sat in the back of this taxi and he started up. I thought, blimey, he's going a bit here, eh? Oh, this wouldn't take long, eh? Oh, he's leaving this red light a bit late. And you know when you want to say something, but you can't because it gets stuck here with fear. There's a red light! Stop! There's a red light! Oh, yeah, just got the red light! He just sat there going, He's obviously been a waiter in this country getting his own back, you know. So I've got to drive in this. And the geezer that's got in the car, he said, when you drive in Hong Kong, he said, don't think, do it. He said, you haven't got time to think, you live on your instinct here. So I said, oh, right. What he didn't tell me is that if somebody indicates in Hong Kong, it's a con. Because, like, I'm driving in this line of traffic, and they drive the same side of the road as us, and it's a two-way traffic, right? And we're belting along, and I'm right up to the bloke in front. I mean, I'm right up to him, bumper to bumper. I mean, you daren't leave a gap in Hong Kong, 9, 12 inches, something gets in. You know, a rickshaw, you know. So we're belting along, and suddenly the bloke in front of me starts to indicate to turn left. So I'm thinking, quick, I've got to get round him and into the space he's going to leave when he turns left before everybody behind me gets there before me. So I started to overtake him. Good idea. No. Because he's not turning left. He is turning right. And the only way he can stop the oncoming traffic to turn right is to put someone on that side of the road. Smell it, I was sitting in it. Remember that? So, survived that one. And we get down to the Kennedy Town area of Hong Kong, and it's a very ethnic part of the community, you know, and it's very rough and very ready, but I mean, it's perfectly safe, very nice people. And we're the only Europeans there, and there's 4 of us for this meal. There's me, there's this promoter, there's my manager, and the support act. Actually, you might even remember him, a bloke called Joe Dolce. Yeah, okay. And, well, he had a worldwide hit ages ago. What's the matter, you? Yeah, got no respect. Yeah, it's a right load of crap. Anyway, he'd sing. So I'm getting just a touch uneasy, and I said to the guy, where's the restaurant? He went, hang on. And we turned this corner, and he went, here it is. And I couldn't believe my eyes. This restaurant was in the gutter. They were cooking food in the gutter. And there's about 4 or 5 of these restaurants in this closed-off street cooking food in the gutter. There was these hundreds of baskets of live chickens and ducks and animals and great big rats like rabbits scurrying round everywhere. I could feel the plague coming on. Oh, is this where we're eating? He went, yeah, it's ethnic. Oh, good. So the owner of the restaurant comes bounding over, and he knows this English fella, you see, and this English fella speaks Chinese. Well, when I say that, he speaks one word, which is wiki. And it gets him absolutely everywhere. It's remarkable. He went, oh, wiki, 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 wiki. Oh, da, wiki, 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 wiki. Wiki, 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 wiki. Oh, da, wiki, 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 wiki. Wiki, wiki, wiki. This is Jasper Carrott. This is his manager. This is Joe Dolce. Oh, Joe Dolce. Oh, what the matter, you? Yeah, what the matter. I don't believe this, you know. Anyway, he's very proud of his restaurant, you know. It's got a bit of tarpaulin and a light bulb dangling down and stuff. And he takes us over to this table, this round table with these stools, you see, and we sit down there, and he brings some chopsticks up. I'm about to pick him up, and the bloke said, don't touch him. He says, don't touch him. It's all right, stoop, stoop, stoop. And he got this boiling hot water, and he sterilised the chopsticks in the water, saying, you can't be too careful. Well, I'm really looking forward to this, you can imagine, you see. So then Wiki starts to bring the food up, and there's all this mangled cabbage and stuff, you know, that you can choose from. And then he brought the meat, right? 4 trays of raw meat. I didn't recognise any of it. It was like a road accident. I hadn't got a clue. I'll just have some boiled cabbage, thank you. That'll do. The bloke said, come on, you're only here once, it's all right, it's all right. I said, have some chicken, you can recognise that. I said, all right, I'll have some chicken, please, some chicken. They said, oh, have you got any fish? Wiki? Wiki. And he dragged me over to this tank of live fish. And he wants me to choose a fish to eat. I don't want to choose a fish to eat. I don't mind when it's dead and it's filleted and the head's missing, but I don't want it waving at me first, you know. Anyway, it was this fish that looked like Bernard Manning, so I said, I'll have him. So Wiki gets his net out and he starts chasing Bernard round the tank. You know? I mean, Bernard knows what's coming. He's off. You know? Starts hiding under this big rock, you know. And the rest of the fish are safe, so they're watching with interest, you know. Psst, he's under the rock. He's under the rock. So Bernard gets into this net and Wiki flicks him out and he lands in the gutter and he bops him on the head with a mallet and sticks two spokes in him and pops him into a furnace. Oh, I'm sorry, Bernard, I didn't know they were going to do that. And I felt really guilty. Well, you would, wouldn't you? You know, like, and they bought the boiled cabbage and I ate that, and then they bought Bernard. I couldn't look him in the eye. The other one had fallen out. Oh, God knows where it was. And then they bought the chicken, right? And it looks like chicken, and it tastes like chicken. And to be fair, it is, and it's pretty good, right? And three of us have ordered chicken, right? And Joe's ordered battered wiki. And God knows what that was, sweet and sour aardvark or something, I ain't got a clue. And this chicken is pretty good, I've got to say that, you know. And after about 10 minutes or so, we've all got big mouthfuls of chicken, a couple of glasses of sake, and we're well away. And I thought, well, I might have been a bit premature here, this is all right. When, out of the corner of my eye, I saw this Chinaman go across to this big basket of live chickens. And I knew something was going to happen. Because all the fish had gone to the bottom end of the tank and were watching. Now, we've all got mouthfuls of chicken, remember? Like, and he gets this chicken out the basket, and in full view of everybody, wrings its neck. He keeps getting these chickens. Well, when one starts, everybody starts. The table was a right mess, you can imagine, eh? Oh, yeah, you couldn't tell what you'd eaten or what you were going to eat. You had no chance. And then he gets this one chicken without a word of it, like this. Throws the chicken aside, but hasn't killed the chicken. It's just ripped this chicken's neck. This chicken can't believe it. It's alive. It's free. It's off down the road. The fish go bananas. Oh, the bloody chicken's escaping. What's the matter with it? And the Chinese are there with mallets and knives chasing this chicken down the road. And chicken... And it's under cars and it's over lorries and there's tarpaulin and feathers and mayhem going on. The chicken gives them the slip, runs all the way back up the road straight under our table. And the Chinese surround the table. They're trying to get this chicken out. We're trying to protect it, and I couldn't believe it. This Chinaman gets this one big bag of corn, starts throwing corn to the chicken to entice it out, as if the chicken could eat corn with a ripped neck. It's had a bloody good go. It had got no chance because the rats came from everywhere and started gobbling up all the corn. I'm into the Ruth stage by this time. There's nothing left, you know. Ruth! 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 Ruth, there's nothing left to come out except the boiled cabbage. Here comes the boiled cabbage! So I'm looking forward to going back in July, you see. I've never felt so ill in all my life. The next night, we must have been mental. The next night, we went to an Indian restaurant in Hong Kong. We must have been off our tops. We were feeling homesick. That's basically why we went. It's like your staple diet now, isn't it, curries, you know? Anyway, cut a long story short, I ordered this curry. They brought it. It frightened me. It's like blah, 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 blah. I thought there was blooming triffids in here, you know. I put my spoon in and it didn't come out. And I ate it. They knew where to find me the next day.